Actually never voted for one of the two major parties in a presidential election before Barack Obama. Uh, I, I believe in independent politics. I still think that we need a new party, a party that is grounded in labor, a party that can speak to all of the issues around racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia, what is happening in the world. We don't yet have that party. And even as we participate in this electoral process as it exists today, I think we need to be looking ahead toward a very different kind of political process. At the same time, we put pressure on whoever is running. So I'm actually more interested in helping to develop mass movements that can create the kind of pressure that will force whoever is elected or whoever becomes the candidate to move in more progressive directions.
I want to ask you about your new book, Freedom is a Constant Struggle, Ferguson, Palestine, and the Foundations of a Movement. Talk about these coming together of movements.
Well, oftentimes there are historical conjunctures that one cannot necessarily predict, but there are moments when things come together in such a way that new possibilities arrive. And I think that when the Ferguson protesters refused to go home after protesting for 2 or 3 days, when they insisted on continuing that protest, and when they were when Palestinian activists in Palestine were the first to actually tweet solidarity and support for them, that opened up a whole new realm. I don't know whether many people are aware of the extent to which Palestinian American activists were involved from the very outset in the protest against the killing of Mike Brown in Ferguson. But it has been absolutely inspiring to watch the development of young activists. And I have to catch myself when I say the youth movements and Black youth movements. I have to catch myself and recognize that these are the movements of our time. They're not youth movements per se, because youth have always led radical movements. But it's very exciting to live during this era, and it's as I've pointed out many times, I think it must be extremely exciting to be young now. But it's also exciting for those of us who are older to see this promise that has emerged in such powerful ways for the first time since perhaps the 60s and the 70s.
Angela, you talk about not so much the intersectionality